Okay. Okay, so just one more time, comment down below if I want to see if we're in real time, at least with your questions. So just let me know. Just say something to me so I can see if we're in real time. Hey, babes. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead now, and I can hear Felix and Bella, so I'm going to have to get up in a second to let them out, but you guys bear with me, okay? So thank you, Rima. All right, so who else is on? Let's give everybody a few more minutes to come on. Cheers from New Jersey. Hey, how are you? Awesome, we're in real time, great. Hello, Royal Regal, how are you? Let's go, come on, let's get some more people on here. I tried to give you guys a heads up. I'm not very good at scheduling things because I tend to be a bit of a free bird and I'm a little bit spontaneous, but that's okay. You guys are here. I wanted to talk about a few things today. I want to talk about some clients' successes without going into anything confidential about their stories, but just a general broad thing that I want to talk about in terms of movement, both on what they're experiencing and within. Hey, Suri, how are you? Kisses. Yes, you made it. Awesome. Dana. I want to also talk about being worthy and what that really means for me. You guys already know you're worthy, right? Please tell me that you know that you're worthy of everything and anything that you want. Hey, William. Oh my goodness, you're the sweetest thing. William said best LOA on YouTube, best hair in life. Thank you. Thank you. Awesome. Good to hear that you're great, Suri. So I also want to talk about meditation, and then you guys can ask me a few questions. Okay, Kim, whatever I think is happening now, but I need your need regarding SP. Not sure what that meant. But you guys do know that I'm doing coaching. I know some of you guys don't know because you ask me and I'm like, what, really? You can always email me at kim@coreunion.com if you need or want coaching. You can always look in the description box of every video to see the link to my website, which is just coreunion.com. And I have it set up, it's so simple. Right from the homepage, you can just scroll down and see all the packages, and I keep adding more packages. I keep thinking of different ways. I'm trying to make it affordable for you guys. And if there's ever anything that you guys need, just email me and we can figure things out. I have been able to help people if they're not seeing the packages that will work for them on their website. Okay, we can do something that's fair for everybody. The thing is, I don't want you guys to have finances be in your way. I mean, obviously, this is what I do for my livelihood and this is what I've manifested. So, and you know, my time is worth what I say that it's worth. But I want, you know, I know that I can help you guys too. So just email me and we will figure things out if I can. If I can't, then, you know, I'll keep trying. So Kim, how do you live in the end? Tomorrow's Valentine's Day. Oh, don't worry about it. You guys will have plenty of Valentine's days. It doesn't matter. Valentine's Day means nothing. Like, just, you can't be looking at the time constantly. That's part of the loop that you're on. Remember that if you've been doing your inner work, and if you've been changing the old story to the new story, and if you really have been truly doing that, that is your thoughts, your feelings, all of that stuff is energy. We're all just energy. This is all just data. There is movement happening. Sometimes when you just literally stop and detach from the entire thing and just focus on life and focus on love and focus on loving yourself and just drop all of the need and attachment that you have to time and constantly noticing that it's not happening. Just like literally stop, like become the observer of it. And you'll actually start to get movement, but it's kind of the paradox of things. And I know that it can be challenging, but this is what manifesting is. And also, like, you have to be, I don't know, there's such a deep trust and surrendering with this, at least for me. So we can come back to that, but I need to continue with this a little bit. So you need coaching Okay. Just email me if you need coaching and it's not affordable with how I set it up. Email me if we can figure something out, we can. If not, I'm sorry, but I will always do the best I can. So it's kim@coreunion.com. Email me, and we'll see if there's anything that we can do. I'm pretty, remember I had my business for how many years? 15, 16 years. I problem solve. I'm pretty good at things. I usually can figure out the best thing for everybody involved. That's pretty much what I intend with everything. So we'll see. One thing I will say about coaching though is if you have coaching with me, my clients are having really, really good movement, and it's incredibly satisfying and exciting to hear the movement as it's happening. And a lot of my clients know and understand how a lot of this works. They've surrendered to the process. They trust the process. And a lot of my clients who are seeing movement with SP, some of them are seeing it how they want it. Some of them are seeing it how they don't want it. Some of them aren't getting direct movement with SP, but they're having internal shifts. All of that is movement, okay? So let's see. SP, so BJH, for an SP from 3 years back, texted me last month. We are texting, but getting together has not yet happened. I sent an invitation, but no dice. I love that. I sent an invitation, but no dice yet. What to do? Okay, what do you want? Law of assumption. Okay, so we're talking about everything from the framework of the law of assumption, which may as well be the law of belief, which clearly states that you trust that what is in your imagination exists and that it's true and that it's already happened, it's already done. So BJH, see that you guys have already been together. Go through that in your mind. Go through an imaginal act if you want. Feel it real. Get into the feeling state of knowing that it's already done. So it really, you're kind of going into a different way of living. You're not depending on the conditioning of your 5 senses as being a human being anymore. You are literally trusting the deep connections that you have, in this case, with your specific person. BJH, I don't know if you and your specific person, if it's a deep soul connection or not, but usually on my channel, that's what I choose to focus on because that's really the most meaningful work to me that feels very purposeful in my life, to be able to bring people back together who belong together is everything to me. Like I've said on another live, I just want to be like, I want to be Cupid. I'm Cupid. So I just want to bring people who love each other back together because that's what you're here for. That's what you deserve. Okay. So let's see. I already actually talked about some of my talking points here. I really want to talk for a second. I know you guys are still typing some questions and you'll have to hold the questions, maybe ask me again. I really want to talk a little bit about being worthy and how I like to think about worthiness. So one of the reasons why meditation is so important to start to practice, because it's a skill that strengthens your ability to allow thoughts and things and eventually circumstances, fears to just float by without you actively attaching and engaging it. And I'm going to get to the worthy part of it in a second. When you have developed the skill to control your mind and control yourself, that is you becoming who you really are and really stepping into that nothing that really happens on the outside really truly matters. It teaches you how to bounce back from painful situations in life much, much faster, much easier. I've gone through things in my life that literally could have taken years to recover from, years, but through my trust, through my faith, and which is constant. And when you're going through something which feels like that furnace of affliction that I've talked about before, it feels like hell. and this is what a lot of people are experiencing with their SP. When you're going through things, when you're in the middle of it, sometimes it is so hard. But if you can just continue to persist through and continue to trust, and when you've developed the skill to let circumstances literally that are happening in your face, in your life, you know, they have solidified, they have hardened, they feel very real. It feels like you are, as it Daniel in the lion's den, like you are being confronted with a giant lion who's about to just attack. When you can look that in the face, and you can cry and you can get scared and you can get in fear, but when you can continue to trust that you know that somehow this might be happening, but this isn't my end, and that you can trust and believe that something much greater than you is literally handling everything for you, going ahead of you, just shifting and changing people's minds, circumstances, events, just this perfect little like boom, 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 this bridge that is bringing you from here to there. That end that already exists, when you can literally trust and have complete faith in that, it doesn't matter what you go through in life. You just keep living from the end of trusting and knowing that what is truly deep down in your core is the truth. That is your kingdom of heaven. Your mind and your imagination is your kingdom of heaven. So when you start to get worried and scared and you get afraid of your fear, those fears, those doubts, those illusions of lies, those old pains, those wounds, which we all have, okay? Those are not worthy of you. They're not worthy of you. They can come up and they still will come up. But just create a space between you and whatever the circumstance, feeling, emotion, whatever it is. Create a space, watch them, observe them, like, oh, okay. Like I'm getting afraid right now. I'm getting nervous because tomorrow's Valentine's Day and I don't see my person. I don't see my person. So while it is very possible that you could literally, it's possible that right at the last minute, tomorrow, your person might shift and come right, or you might shift and your person might come right back tomorrow. At the same token, it doesn't matter, because if you really trust in your end and you really trust the entire process and you know that you're not going to fall for the illusion of these conditions of this human experience anymore. If you know that it exists in the end, then you know that you guys have next Valentine's and the year after that and the year after that, and that someday you guys are going to be 85, 90 years old, all wrinkly, and you guys are going to be waking up next to each other in bed saying, Happy Valentine's Day, my sweet love, my sweet beloved love of my life. Ooh, that made me feel like crying. Oh my God. Anyway, okay, so you're not worthy. I mean, excuse me, you are worthy. Your thoughts and your fears, your limiting beliefs. When you learn how to meditate and you learn how to control yourself, that's self-mastery. And you can watch your fears, you can watch your pain. You can get scared, you can cry, you can let your human being feel sad and just allow yourself to let it go, allow yourself to cry, but know that you are literally still the creator, or better said, you're the selector of what end you're going to experience. You know that the end exists because you understand the law of assumption, which is the law of belief from my perspective. So the skill of meditation teaches you how to watch and observe things, even if they are 3D, even if they're right in your face. Okay? And you can constantly throughout the day choose, like I said in my video this morning, I think it was this morning, love or fear, love or fear. Is my action right now, is my feeling in trust or is it in fear? Is what I am feeling right now in love or fear? Trust or doubt, love or fear, trust or doubt. It's a constant, it's constant. And don't think it's not constant for me, but it's just that I've trained myself that I automatically will shift myself into love, will shift myself into trust, okay? So only allow the feelings and the thoughts that are worthy of you, which that means they're worthy of you if they are in alignment with what is in your heart, with what God, universe, source is telling you is true through communicating in the deep, in the core of you. That is the truth. That's the only thing that is worthy of your time, energy, attention. If it's anything other than that, it is literally not welcome and it's not worthy, period. You imagine your life, you know, they say with law of assumption that life is your mirror, and it is. It's mirroring all of you to you, your conscious and your subconscious. But it's not like a flat two-dimensional mirror. And it's beyond just a three-dimensional mirror. It is, imagine if you are immersed in this mirror that is all around you. You are inside the mirror. The mirror feels very real. The mirror sounds real. It tastes real. Everything is very real and solidified already. Okay. But all of these things are changeable, malleable, and they shift when you shift. And they're always constantly shifting. But if you're constantly watching that it's not happening yet, it's not happening, I'm not doing this right, I must not understand this, it's not working, this isn't true. That is what you're creating, okay? It's that simple, okay? So start going within more. Stop falling for the 3D because you're conforming to your 3D. So if you think about the 3D as it's, you know, I've heard people say it's old news. Neville Goddard refers to it as, I don't remember the exact term, but it's something about like everything is dead. I feel like that feels kind of morbid to me, but in some ways it's true. It means that it's already been created. You can't change from your ego, from your personality, from who you are, like your human existence. You can change things through manipulation, but you wouldn't want to because it's not going to bring you what you actually want. You can't change what's already happened. You go within, you trust, you tap into God, universe, source, and from that empowered place, then you go through your trust and your emotional act and you continue this practice over and over and over again. That's what persistence is, okay? All right, so I hope that all helps. So now I know you guys, okay, Les Goddess said, Kim is the sweetest Cupid. Yes, I am the sweetest Cupid. Thank you very much. Okay, let's see. How do you deal or justify a disappointment to yourself? You forgive yourself and you love yourself exactly who you are and how you are right now. When you're so sure that they will appear or show up or ask you out, but then nothing happens. How to not lose faith. Well, that is the human condition, right? That's what we're here for. That's the part of it that's called the work. It's not, so manifesting itself, the actual manifesting is super simple, but us learning how to manifest can become difficult or hard, and it will become harder if you don't stay in faith. So how to not lose faith? You just keep going, honey. You just keep going. You don't give up. You keep returning to your higher self. You keep turning to and trusting in God. You keep surrendering and detaching to God, universe. Give it up. Keep giving it. Keep giving it. Morning, noon, and night. What do you think? Like I consider myself, you know, you guys are all master manifestors because you're already manifesting everything. But I consider myself to be, you know, obviously I've manifested major things deliberately and consciously created them in my life for a long time. So, but I still go through fears and worries and doubts. I still fall for the 3D illusion, but I never, ever, I am so tenacious with what I trust in my heart. I'm so tenacious and so in love with God, with the universe, with source. You know, for me, it's, you know, through Jesus Christ. I am so madly in love with my Savior, with my God, with my universe, because I know and I see how no matter what, it always pulls me through. But it doesn't matter what your belief system is. It doesn't matter, like, I'll say, thank you, universe, thank you, God, thank you, source. I'll say it all. It doesn't matter to me. I know who my true Savior is, you know, but you have to have that like unwavering trust and faith in that. And I also know that I am the God in my reality. I know that that's how I was created. I was created in its image, and I was given this amazing human experience with this incredible mind, this incredible imagination that can literally speak and feel things into my existence. I've had it proven to me so many, like through thousands and thousands and thousands of circumstances that I didn't want, and I shifted them, and it's malleable, and it's been proven to me. And also, I don't know, that's let me go to some questions. Let's see. Rita Shaba. Hi, Kim, you look great. Thank you. What do you do when your SP says he is not the right guy for you? I was confused. Well, it's not your SP that's your SP is in the 3D, your SP is saying that, but your SP is just mirroring back your fear. So somewhere you may not think that either they think they're the right one for you, or maybe somewhere deep down you don't think that they're the right one. So just get clear of what it is that you want. They're just mirroring something that's within you. So remember, your self-concept isn't just, your self-concept has a lot of layers to it. So get all of the areas of your self-concept in order every day. Get clear on every area. Get clear about you, get clear about them, get clear about how they see you and how you see them, if it's in this particular case with a specific person, okay? Caribbean Flora, I have the deepest feelings for my SP. I get it, I have the deepest feelings for mine too. I don't know what this is. However, I'm beginning to lose respect for him. Okay, we're gonna tackle that in a second. I'm hurt by him changing and not coming around to me anymore. Okay, Caribbean, forgive your SP because it wasn't your SP. Your SP is your mirror. If this is a divine, I know I put everything within the framework of things being divine soul connections, because that's how I roll. So that's what I'm teaching from that perspective, but it doesn't mean that's the end all be all, okay? But on this channel, so your SP mirrored back something within you, something that you believed was going to happen or was happening, or something that you believed about him. You have to separate. So I do this with my clients. Let me see if I could do this. Hold on. All right, give me a second. This might be silly and seem really elementary, but it's true. I don't know, I'm trying to get two objects that look different. Okay, so, right? You have your SP and you have your wounds and your fears. And right now they're all integrated. Okay, so your SP is going to be showing you this. In any circumstance that happened, anything that they said or did that hurt, that you didn't like, was not them. It wasn't the true them. It wasn't the ideal that you know exists and lives within them. It was your fear, it was your worry, it was your doubt, and your perception was filtered and skewed through your fears and worries and doubts of what you thought was going to happen. Okay, then it happened, it manifested. Okay, so always forgive yourself, always forgive them, be super loving. And like, this is why for me it comes from pure unconditional love. When you have that deep, pure unconditional love, you are going to manifest everything that you want. Because when you are really tapped into that deep, pure, unconditional, truly unconditional love, ego has no room in pure unconditional love. Ego literally is not part of it. When you are loving from that pure place, you're loving from the God, goddess within you. Okay? And you will get your SP who is going to be loving you from the God, goddess within them. Because the same God exists within and throughout everyone. And really your SP is the human form of God wanting to love you, okay? And our barriers and our blocks, the circumstances that we didn't like, were not our SPs. It wasn't your SP. They were mirroring your fear back to you. It was your fear, okay? All right, sorry. I'm sorry, okay. Avila, when we were fine, we both, I feel like I'm coming in on something. I feel like I'm coming in on something that I missed. So let me see if I can get this. So Avila said, I've been listening to your videos a lot since I found your channel. Good, good, good. And it helped me a lot. Good. I've had people, their SPs have come back just because of watching the videos and the meditations. And with my clients, our sessions, my clients are getting movement too. Still not seeing anything, but I feel our connection. I feel her every day. I miss her and it can't help. So that part, still not seeing anything, you have to go within. you guys are already together. The end already exists. You already got back together. Okay. Let's see. When we were fine, we both felt that we were the love of our lives. Yeah, I get that. And that we were divine connection. Absolutely. But when she's mad, she's a different person. When she's mad, yes, you're right. When she's mad, she becomes the mirror of your fears. And that sucks. That hurts. It's very painful. It's an experience to go through, but it's not her. See the ideal in her and trust the ideal in her. Okay. Trust that. Let the real her come through by you not falling for the illusion of your own fears. Go into yourself and forgive yourself and see what wound was it that came up with her. And you don't have to chase it down, but you want to release it and let it go and let it dissolve from you. Let it go, release it. It's all about releasing past fears, worries, doubts, core wounds, trusting in this process, having faith, forgiving yourself for creating something you didn't realize you were creating. You didn't have the intention, so don't feel guilty about it. You were unaware. And always, always, always forgiving them, even though technically you shouldn't even need to forgive them because they didn't do anything. It wasn't them. It was your fears. You were seeing them from your fears, guys. You were seeing them from your wounds. Okay? They are the perfect mirror of you. They were created for this. They were created to love you. God wants to love you through them. Let it happen by letting your walls down, letting your fears go, trusting and forgiving them 100%. There's no pride in pure unconditional love, and there's no ego, okay? Caribbean. Then how do I change things? I'm so frustrated. Sweetie, keep watching the videos, but learn what law of assumption is, okay? Learn what law of assumption is. I understand your frustration. It's what we all go through. But it's not him, honey bunny. It's you. He is a personified form of you. It's a very, very, very deep relationship, okay? Okay. Let's see. Hi, sister. Hi. Rima, when you're working through the fear stage, is it okay to block? I don't know if I would block. You can, it's okay. But I would, instead of blocking, try to just like, don't pay attention to their social media. The blocking action, maybe it's my belief in the blocking action is that if you block them and then they somehow in the 3D see that you block them, then if you have a fear about that, that can create more separation. Instead, why don't you just kind of stay within and just focus on that, and don't you go and searching. A big no-no for me, call it a rule, I don't care, call it a limiting belief, is that you don't go around searching for evidence, because all the evidence that you need is in your imagination in the kingdom of heaven and exists in your end. It's already done. It's all within you. So you don't really have to block somebody as much as you just have to stop looking for evidence in your 3D by checking their social media, by checking your phone to see if they've called yet, by checking whatever. Don't look outside of yourself. Don't look at your phone constantly. In your imagination, look at your phone. In your imagination, see that they're texting you, how much they love you, how much they adore you. Feel how good that feels. All in your imagination, okay? Okay, Kaliza, 86. What if we unintentionally emotionally react? It's okay. To a triggering circumstance in the moment. It's totally okay. Does that mean that circumstances will then again get pushed out in the 3D again? Yes, it's possible. It's possible. But so what, right? You're getting strong. You're realizing that the circumstances are just a mirror. And yes, if you emotionally reacted to something, yeah, it could come up again. So what? Let it. Who cares? Let it come up again. And this time when it comes up, just be like, nope, this isn't the truth. This is just This is just my moment. This is exactly what I've been training for. Like, this is the game day. You know, all of the inner work that you have been doing morning, noon, and night, all of this dedicated hard work, which I love you guys so much for this. I love you guys so much for wanting to have what you deserve in your life. I love you guys. You have no idea. It means, it's just amazing that you guys are coming into your own and you're becoming the powerful selves. But I lost my train of thought. I get so excited too much. So you have been doing all of this work. You've been doing all the inner work, and be proud of yourself for that. And then you've been training, and then here's game day now, right? You're there, and the 3D shows itself, and your SP shows up in a way that you don't want. It shows you the old reflection. This is your chance. This is your game day. This is what you're here for. This is what you've been practicing for. This is what you've been strengthening yourself for. You've been empowering yourself to get through this one moment by not emotionally reacting. If that worry, if that lie doesn't have a place, doesn't hold space in you anymore, it doesn't live in you anymore, it literally doesn't exist in you anymore. When it comes up, it doesn't matter. It has nothing to attach itself to. It's like if you called me, this used to happen at my job. I'll give you a good example. Okay, this is a 3D example, but I used to have an employee. She was so sweet, but she was so incredibly sensitive. And I had already been living in this lifestyle, and I just, you know, she always watched how things just didn't faze me at all. And she used to be like, what the hell? I would be like bothered for the next month by this, but like, this is like 5 minutes later and you're like cool and chill. And it's because I detach from the bullshit. I just detach from it. So if a customer called me by, or anybody, if somebody calls me by, I don't know, Pam, this actually used to happen. Customer would call me by a name that's not my name. I would say, yeah, it's Kim. And then if after we're done with the conversation, they say it again, and if they say it with a condescending tone, I would literally just be laughing at it. It didn't matter to me. Why? Because I have complete confidence in myself, and I have no old story that if somebody calls me by that name, that it affects me. Like, you can call me a bitch. Okay, so what? I'm a sweet, lovable bitch. I'm a sweet bitch. But I know I'm not a bitch. I know that I'm sweet. You can call me a narcissist. Okay, I know I'm not a narcissist. Whatever, it's not going to affect me. It's not going to get anything out of me because I know that it's not true. It's just somehow, it's some sort of a worry or fear that I had come up or whatever. But when something is not true, it doesn't affect you. So you have to see that your old story about your 3P isn't true. So when that, I'm still on Kaliza, when that shows up for you in a way that you know isn't true, it's not true. Who cares? Let it go, let it pass. You know, it's that simple. And then you go within and you stay within and you hold space for your baby. You hold space for them, for the ideal version of them. And you see and you trust and you know that they're working on themselves. You see and you trust and you know how much they absolutely, completely are madly in love with you. But that, you know, if you want to see it from the 3D perspective, or even it could be part of your story, that the love that you guys had was so incredibly deep that when it happened, you guys were triggering each other left and right. But that's all good stuff, because that lets all the illusions and the lies come up so you can see it and you can make a choice. Yes, I'm going to attach to this. I'm going to continue to trust and believe that this person is a narcissist, that this person did this to me, that this person did that, when the person could be a sweet little innocent love lamb who adores you. Now, if somebody, let me say this, a quick disclaimer. If somebody does show up in your reality as being truly abusive, truly like you get out of that. You never, ever, ever put up with somebody harming you or abusing you, okay? That's just a disclaimer, period. Like, there's a hard no there. There's a hard boundary there. Doesn't mean that you can't do inner work if you believe, like, some people show up as one way and can be very harmful. But deep down, it's just their core wounds that caused it. So you can see the best in them. And, you know, that is most likely why they showed up that way. But you can do the inner work and heal still. But I'm talking about in the 3D, if anyone is abusive in any way, you're out. You're out, outie, that's it. Okay. Hi, sweet Kim. Just want to say you are outstanding in what you do. You are sweet. Always keep coming back to your videos. Oh, good. I'm glad. I hope that they're helping. Thank you so much for that. And Kaliza, you just put a huge smile on my face. Good. Thank you so much for your, of course, that's what I'm here for. And yeah, so Gayatri, I hope I'm not mispronouncing your name. I do see his name everywhere. That is proof that your thoughts and your consciousness is pushing out. So good, I'm glad. You're seeing that you are creating your reality. Will it still manifest before it becomes a dominant belief? That's a tricky one. So let me take a sip of water for that. Hold on. Will it still manifest before it becomes a dominant belief? So I have a rule that I go by, but you can affirm this way, that you can affirm something like everything that I want to manifest is manifesting, whether I believe it or not, it's still manifesting. All of the good things that I want to manifest are still manifesting in my life, whether I believe it or not. That can become a belief, but you have to make that a belief. I won't even share what my perspective is on that, because personally for me, I may have something that might be a little limiting for you, and I don't want to put that on you. You know, from my perspective, from my perspective, it does need to become a dominant belief, but it doesn't mean that it has to for you. Everybody, you're the creator in your reality. I'm not the creator. I can't create in your reality. I can create what my experience with you will be, but I can't create in your reality. Only you can create in your reality. I've been trying to affirm and do techniques for so long, but it's not dominant. Why? Why isn't it dominant? Comment down below. Tell me why it's not dominant. You are glowing. What's inside shows outside. Oh my God, you're the sweetest thing in the world. Thank you. Love that. What to do? Okay, John M. What to do if I didn't get a job I want? Who says that you didn't get it? Who says they're not going to call you back? Who says that it's not going to shift and change? Stay within. Keep going. The person that they hired in place of you might show themselves to be a jerk. And they might be like, you know what? I really like that guy. Why don't you have some inner conversations in your mind, seeing the person that interviewed you, talking to other people in the office saying, you know what? I'm going to call him back. This other person isn't working out. Right? Of course. So H, discussing old story with my therapist, of course it's okay. But okay, I have some clients that also see their own therapist, and their therapists actually are completely in line with everything that we talk about on my channel. So their therapists are just another supportive, cooperative component in their life. So when I say this, I just want that anybody in your life supports you, okay? Okay, so Avila, if she's been verbally abusive, I get it. I've been there before. So that can be something that you just have to do a lot of inner work on. And forgive yourself for creating and seeing her that way, and forgive her for showing up that way. Lots of unconditional pure love, but you do not subject yourself to anybody's verbal abuse ever. Period. No. And you're not even worthy of the memories of that when it happened. I mean, oh my God, I am so sorry. Your memories are not worthy of you, okay? Your memories and your thoughts and your fears about the version of her that showed up that way, not worthy of you, not worthy of your time or attention or your energy. Only see the version of her who is totally and completely healed, who values you, who respects you, who appreciates you, who adores you, who loves you. She has gone through some changes. She has figured things out, okay? Sometimes, even myself, before I knew all of this, even I was verbally abusive with somebody. I don't mean, so there's a wide spectrum of that, okay? But I have shown up in my lowest form with other people when I was triggered and afraid because I loved them so much. Even I showed up in a version of me that was way, way, way less than, that they deserved more, okay? So it doesn't mean, but did I love them? Yes. But the fear got the best of me. And sometimes when we're triggered and the fear gets the best of me, we do things and we say things that we don't actually mean. Ashley, I hear and understand you saying it's not the other person. It's my own internal fears. When is a person responsible for their own actions? Okay. So it depends on from what your belief system is and where you're coming from in your life. In the 3D, and in your imagination, you want to create the person to be completely responsible for their own actions and for everything that they said and did that may have hurt you, okay? So you see them as being fully responsible for anything and anything that they said, any action that they said that hurt you or harmed you. You want to see them as being somebody who loves you, adores you, has learned, and who will show up in their best for you. And that they are trying to figure out how to explain to you what actually happened for them, that they were triggered, that they let their fears get the best of them, but they absolutely love you and they want the chance to show you that they've learned how to deal with their own fears because you mean that much to them, okay? Les, getting wounded by SP is also a great chance to see if your love is genuine and coming from pure unconditional on your ego, yes. Because some people manifest SP just to prove something. I'm not sure what that means. Not from deep love, that's right. I don't know what STH means. STH means. I need water, sorry. Yeah, it's the paradox of that deep soul loving connection because it's partly where all of the challenges comes from, right? That's the whole point. It's that furnace of affliction that feels like hell. That Romans 12:2 says, you know, God was saying, I tried you when you were in the furnace of affliction, but your ears were closed to the heavenly voices. You couldn't hear me, but I tried you. God, universe, source is always trying you. How? Through your love, through that passion, through that deep, deep, deep wanting your person. But that you have to go into the having and knowing and trusting to have it in your life, right? So, Divya, hi Kim, one day I would like to meet you in person. Oh, love to you, keep motivating till then. I was thinking someday, and my mom actually reflected that back to me, and so did actually somebody I went to a couple of years ago when I still had my retail business. This guy was actually a chiropractor, but he also did, I don't remember what the form of belief systems was that he was under, but we had a session that I went to for him, not for chiropractic stuff, but it was actually, I wanted to cut the cord to actually an old SP. I wanted to cut the cord. And I don't really believe in that anymore, but that's what I went to him for. And just an overall, like looking at limiting beliefs. And he actually read me and he saw me in front of a large group of people, basically doing what I'm doing now. And actually, come to think of it, a couple of years ago, I also went and I was having a procedure done. And it was so funny because the person that was doing the procedure with me was into manifesting. We were talking about the channel. This is when I started the channel, but I still had the retail business. And she also said, I totally can see, now come to think of it, everybody has said that to me. She said it, I totally see you in front of a large group of people. My massage therapist, Reggie, who's amazing. I don't know why I just said his name is no way for you to be. You guys can't really go and see him because you don't know where I am. And I have to keep it that way, sorry. He even said it. So actually, so a lot of people, my mom, Reggie, this other person, my chiropractor, who was actually just reading me, a lot of people have seen me talking and speaking in front of a large group of people. And I think that is going to happen eventually. So if I end up doing that, then I would love to meet you. I'd love to meet all of you guys. That would be so much. Tell me how much fun that would be. How much fun would it be, guys, if you guys, we all saw each other live in person. And then, you know, after it was done, it's like music, good food, drinks, laughter, people dancing, people just having a good time. That's what I see. Ooh, okay, Italy. Let's do it in Italy. Let's do it in Italy. That would be amazing. And then we can, oh my God, and then we can all walk around like in Rome. Okay, this is going to be a new vision. Diana, hi Kim, just got a question. When you said maybe let go completely, you mean also giving up on any possibility the manifestation happens? Also wondering about angel numbers as they are appearing like crazy. Okay, so for me, from my perspective only, you can probably hear the dogs in the background. I am going to let the dogs out in a second, Diana. I'm going to answer this. I might come back and talk about it more. But for me, from my perspective, I love certain numbers. Me and my person's numbers are like 111 and 1111. And we used to have crazy little manifestations that we would just be laughing and texting each other constantly about. From my perspective, I am the creator of my life, so I'm creating that experience. So to me, it's more empowering to see the angel numbers, not as something coming from outside of me, but it's just proof that my consciousness is pushing out and is getting reflected back on the screen of life. And so do you let go completely? Some cases, sometimes some people do have to let go completely and then everything manifests because all of the energy that they were putting in during the months, some people for years, it's still there. And when they let go completely, then their person comes back. You don't have to, but sometimes when it's too hard, and if somebody is really going through it and no matter what, they just can't get out of their own way, sometimes they do have to. And it's that sometimes that actually does it. Oh, Blaise, thank you for telling me STH equals something. Okay, guys, give me a second. You're going to see my place, but I got to let Bella and Felix out for 1 second, okay? It's going to get noisy, but I'll be right back. What do we have here? Okay, let's see. I'm going to my dreamland now. I'm listening to your meditations every single day. You're welcome. I listen to them too. I myself, I tear up when I listen to them. They're very deep. Okay, yes, please take online classes like weekends class, etc., where all can join. I would love to do that. I'm trying to think of different ways I can do group coaching to help you guys for it to be more affordable. If you guys have some ideas, if you want to help me create the program, comment down below or send me an email. I was thinking, like, for example, that I could do like something like, the tricky thing is I want everyone in the group can't be any bigger than I would think 5 or 6 people. And each person has to have at minimum 10 minutes solid one-on-one with me because I can get a lot done with somebody 10, 15 minutes. So I'm just trying to think of how I can do that. So it's kind of like one-on-one group sessions. So you'd have to be okay discussing, you have to be really okay discussing the deep personal stuff with you and your situation without holding back in front of other people. And, you know, maybe there's that, I mean, that would be it. Maybe like you guys could email me in advance a bit of your old story, but you have to keep it brief. And then during the group session, I will pick who goes first. Everybody has to stay quiet. And then everybody gets a solid 10 to 15 minutes with me. So that is something I'm thinking of doing. I'm trying to figure out how to price that. If you guys have any ideas, let me know in the comments down below or email me at kim@coreunion.com. But the thing is, my time has to be, so any time that I spend on things, obviously, you know, I've manifested this to be now my livelihood, which is a dream come true. And I just love this so much. So, you know, we have to do something that works for everybody. So, but definitely send me some suggestions for sure. I love the idea of doing group sessions and courses. Like my SP actually had, when we were first talking about different videos that I was doing on the channel, she was giving me a lot of really good ideas too about, you know, having like courses and stuff, which I really want to do. I don't know how to, that's all. Anne, hi, Kim. What does it mean if the more I work on self-concept and positive mental diet, the more chaotic? Oh, I totally get it. That happens. I keep persisting, but the opposite keeps coming in even stronger. Yep, that totally happens. Remember, I lived through something that was like literally, it appeared that, okay, one day I have to tell the whole story about this, but it's kind of in a nutshell. So something was going on in my life that was going on for years. I met my person because of this something that was going on, and I am going to be vague about this. I really wanted to let this thing go, and my person was the first person to make me actually want to give this up and let it go. And at the point where it was happening in life, I was trying to get clear of how I could get out of this thing, what it was. But because of circumstances that were so incredibly major, because I couldn't reduce the importance of it, because it was a constant, I was being berated, it was a constant like tidal wave coming against me, like literally every day. And I knew while this was happening, I was very conscious and aware of it. I knew that it was getting the best of me. And I knew, because I know about what's going on, I was like, yeah, I talked to different mentors. I talked to different people in the manifesting community. I talked to different people who, you know, were at my level and beyond, and they all actually said the same thing, which was, you got to let it go, and you have to just be okay with what comes out, knowing that everything is going to be okay on the other side. So basically, I ended up making my choice, and I just succumbed to letting everything in the 3D crumble without trying to fight it, because that was part of the bridge. That was part of the bridge, and it was all with purpose. And it freed me up to be able to do this, and it freed me up to be able to live authentically who I am. And while I was going through the bridge, it hurt and it was painful, but I knew the entire time that all I have to do is persist and stay in faith, and literally all the support, all the love, all of the money, every single thing was restored. And I had all of the love and support from, you know, my mom, for example, from my person. I had all of this love and support when I needed it, at the time that I needed it to get through. And like I said, all of the resources that I couldn't see, because even though I understood manifesting, even though I manifested major things, this particular set of circumstances felt like it was way beyond me. So I let it go, trusting and knowing that while I was going through hell, that somehow, some way, somehow this is all going to work out. This is supposed to be happening like this. What did my SP say once before? Oh my God, it was the sweetest thing in the world. God, she said something like, it was such a sweet, simple phrase. Thank you for making room in your life for me. Like I could just cry thinking about it, because that was universe, God's source, making room, because that's deep down, I didn't want that other thing anymore. Deep down, my soul wanted this, wanted a new life completely. So what do you do when you're affirming and you seem to get chaos? The chaos is just the old man, what Neville Goddard says, the old man. It's the old lies, it's the old illusions. Persist through, let it go. Don't trust your 3D circumstances, because they're changing. As we speak, they are changing. Whatever it is a bridge. Sometimes, guys, sometimes breakups and separations, not sometimes, oftentimes, breakups and separations are the bridge. They are the bridge. Like, sometimes it has to happen, because it's through the separation, when you're doing your thing, they're doing their thing, that all of these awakenings are happening, all these healings, these realizations, you know, people are having aha moments. Whatever the circumstance is showing doesn't matter. It's shifting and it's changing. All right. So Anne, I hope that answers your question. Just I know it hurts. I know it's painful. Love yourself through it. Keep loving God through it. Let God love you through it, because God will, universe, God, source, whatever you want to call it. Just keep persisting in that trust and keep surrendering. Keep detaching from the lies. Keep detaching from the illusions. What are the lies and the illusions? The things that are going against what you want, even if they're right up in your face in the 3D. Yes, they are solidified and they are real in your 3D, but everything that's solidified and real in your 3D is changeable. Trust me, I've been through so much. I've been through so much. I've been through the fire and I came out stronger and better, more beautiful, more powerful, more authentic, more genuine, more me, more my true God, goddess self through it. Trust me, it's worth it. But you just have to approach it from that lens, from that perspective, because it can, you know, if you choose not to trust in it, yeah, I mean, you might end up experiencing a lot of things you don't want, and it can get worse. Okay, Liz, my cat Felix is very sick. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, yeah, I'm trying to affirm and stay positive, but emotions and fear are also strong because this chance is 50-50. Nope. Nope. This is the do or die stuff. Nope. He's good. Just like with Bella, when they said that she was, I know you saw the video, right? They said that she was taken, that somebody else got her. And I was like, no, that's my dog. Like, do or die. Like, that's my dog. I only see, Bella is my dog. Bella is here home with me. I see her body. I feel her body. Her presence is here. I can feel her in my arms. I see her little face. I feel her little energy. Same thing. Nope. Felix is good. He's healthy. He's strong. He's a miracle. Hear the vet say, I'm amazed by this. I'm amazed by this. Congratulations. See you laughing, holding Felix crying because you're so grateful. See Felix healed, period. Felix is healed. Felix is good. Don't let any other thoughts come into your head. Okay. What is a good affirmation for more sales and to increase your business? Oh, Rita, that is, email me if you want some coaching, because that is what I did for how many years with my business? Got it up to 100,000 a month. Some months more, some months less, but yeah, there's a lot of good affirmations. Seriously, just email me, kim@coreunion.com. You can do like if I know that that's all you want, do a 30-minute session. Just do a quick 30-minute session. I can definitely help you with that. That's a specialty. Yes, okay. Diachi, tell me if I'm pronouncing that right. Yes, group coaching for SP. Yes, great. How much do I charge people? If I do 5 to 6 people, I have to figure that out. Let's see. How about when someone is being very mean verbally? I already answered that. They're reflecting back to you. You don't put up with it in the 3D, but you forgive yourself for creating it because they're showing you your fear. Again, remember, here's the person being verbally abusive. Here's your fear. I don't know exactly where the fear comes from, but right now you have these two attached. You can also see it as in this way. Here's the version of my SP who respects me, honors me, appreciates me, loves me, adores me, and has learned and is ready to treat me right. Here's the old version who is verbally abusive. Anytime this memory of this person comes up, who is it? This is not your person. This is the old version. This is not your person. You only see and want this person. If this person comes in your mind, feel free to reject this person. Feel free to kick this person to the curb. This person is not worthy of you. Why? Because this person is mirroring your wounds back to you. Your wounds are not worthy of you. Your wounds and your fears, all of those illusions are not worthy of you. Kick them to the curb. I'm not saying to kick your specific person to the curb. I'm saying to kick the lies of any verbal abuse and all that stuff, all of those fears, those core wounds. I don't know where they come from. Let all that go, okay? You may have to do some inner child work. I don't know. You may have to do some forgiveness with somebody in your life. You definitely want to forgive yourself. You definitely want to forgive them and see that they've gotten the help that they need. Somehow, some way, they've gotten the help that they need. They're showing up better. They're proving themselves to you. They are demanding to be given another chance to show you what you truly deserve, okay? Period. Lady R, hi. Hi, Kim. Hi. Okay. Okay, Divya Sassy. Quick question. I badly wanted a job, didn't get it. Like I said, you don't know that you didn't get it. You might get called again from them. Still didn't get it. You might get called again. This afternoon, they might call you back. Tomorrow, they might call you back. Now completely I let go. Okay. I don't want it, and I don't even think about it. Okay, am I on the correct path? If you want that job and you feel like you are in the end of that job and that you got that job, that you don't know how, but somehow you're working there, yeah, let it go and you'll get it. Or come up with another job if you want. Come up with another job. Just be clear. I got great movement at the beginning of manifesting. Good. Now things have become stagnant. No, they haven't. Things are getting worked out. They have not become stagnant. So reframe that. Reframe that. Why does that happen? Don't worry about it. Don't keep looking at them. It's stagnant. It's not happening. That's a trap. Don't fall into that trap. Okay? You are only allowing the thoughts, feelings, emotions, memories that are worthy of you being the God, being the goddess in your reality. You are trusting God, universe, source. It's always love or fear, trust or doubt. Always go back to love. Always go back to love. So good for you for getting movement and just stay there. I've been persisting for months now, and now my self-concept has become so solid. Good. I literally become magnetic. Good. Many guys are literally hitting on me. Good. Propose it to me, ask me out. Awesome. Don't wait. You're not waiting for your SP. No. Reframe that. You're not waiting. It's done. Gayatri. I hope I did that right. I hope I did that right. Okay. I know Miss S says, I want to build a family, but I am sometimes worried about the time, my age, long time wish. I know that is what sometimes people fall into the trap of time. So stop, like just stop. See yourself in a happy family. See yourself happy. Go into imaginal acts, feel it morning, noon, and night. Okay, Les, thank you. And you were right about separation being the bridge. When I prayed deeper bond to my SP, then separation happened. That's right. That's exactly it. Okay, Caribbean Flora asks, is it okay to go date while waiting for SP? For me personally, it's not, but that's just for me. For some people, it is. For some people, as soon as they do that, SP comes back. It depends on what your belief system inside about dating other people. That's all. It's really that simple. It's different for everybody. I'm afraid if I find someone better, suppose God is better out there for me despite my wants. Okay, so here's the deal. If you decide, if you're being pulled, if something inside of you is really urging you to go and date, that could be part of the bridge. Or it could be your ego believing in the lie. So you're not living from the end of being with your partner. You're having an urge because you're feeling like you're single because you're not living from the end. If you end up going and dating someone else, and if you fall madly in love with them, and if it's deeper and better than it was with your SP, you're not going to care anymore. You're not, none of this will matter anymore. You'll be with someone new. And, you know, maybe whatever. So I don't want to go too deep with that because I don't want to create any limiting beliefs with you. All right, guys, I think I got to go now. I love you. I'll give you guys 5 more minutes. Lady R, I want to get married to my SP. Good. I should affirm for us getting back together or marriage. You want to, if you want to get married with your SP, then live from the end of being married. That's what I do. Live from the end of being married. And that's it. That's it. And so that means you persist through no matter what. When they show back up, and if you guys are just dating, you persist in living from the end of being married. Okay. Okay, so does it hurt to meditate, to telepathically communicate with them? No, it doesn't, but don't separate them from you when you're telepathically communicating with them. They are you. They are you. They are part of you. You guys are not separate. Okay, in the 3D, you guys appear to be separate, but in these deep soul connections, from my perspective, you guys aren't separate. So who are you telepathically communicating with? You are them, they are you. Miss S, you're welcome. Thank you. Les Goddess, please don't take your lives down. Oh, okay, I won't. Lady R, you're welcome. Okay, guys, I'm editing a video currently. I can hear the dogs. That means they're about to try to con me into feeding them early. So I love you guys so much. Keep creating, and look out for the video. It should be out in a few minutes. If you guys want coaching, just email me at kim@coreunion.com or go to the website. I have packages that I have there. Should make it really easy for you guys to get coaching. And again, my clients are getting, I'm getting movement and success with all of my clients. It's great. And again, sometimes that movement might just be internal inner shifts. Oh, I mean, okay, so there are some clients that we didn't continue with the package because it just didn't, nothing I was saying was helping them, but that can happen too. But like what, 99% of my clients, it's all good. Everybody's having internal shifts. And again, seeing movement, in some cases movement that they like, in some cases movement that they don't like. But after months and months and months of nothing, they do the inner work, and within like a week, 2 weeks, there's movement. There's actual movement with their SPs. So just get coaching. Is that the same as inner conversations with him? Is what the same? The telepathic stuff? Is that what you mean? I'm going to give you a chance to answer that, and then I got to go because I got to feed the dogs and stuff, and I have to do some things. Roseanne, answer the question, honey bunny. Is that the same as inner conversations with him? What? The telepathically communicating? Yes. You can think of it that way, but just don't separate them in they're you, they're part of you. Okay, you guys are merged. You guys are merged together. You guys are already together. Okay, separation, it's an illusion, just an illusion. The 3D experience of separation with everything is technically an illusion. We are literally all connected, and we have chosen our other half, our love, our divine masculine or divine feminine counterpart. They are our equal, they are our match. They are not separate from you. They are the closest ones to you, which is why they mirror your deepest and darkest fears and wounds. It's incredibly empowering and amazing and deep and wonderful. And I feel so privileged to my person for being able to, I'm not going to cry, for being able to experience such a beautiful form of unconditional love in this lifetime. And I just look forward to all of our future lifetimes together. And like I had said to her before, that, you know, we talked about, you know, our past with children and our futures if we choose to incarnate again and having children. And I don't know whether maybe I'll be a man. I don't know. Maybe she will be, I don't know. But I look forward to all of our time together here in this lifetime and in all of our future lifetimes. She's my one and only, she's my beloved, she's my love. And I'm privileged for the form of love, even though it put me through a bit of a furnace, but it's okay. All right. Yes, merge together forever. Amen. Trust that though. Miss S, love your energy, love and joy. That's right. Amy, I love your videos. I find them so deep and raw. They are deep and raw, I think, because I'm so deep and raw. I have deja vu. Yeah, I get that. All right. I love you guys so much. I will talk to you guys soon. The latest video should be coming out soon. Again, comment. You can keep commenting down below. Send me some information of what you want to see for group coaching. Yeah, I'll do some group coaching. I think for me, I would probably choose doing group coachings on specific person, but deep love connections only. You know, I think it's a bit of a waste of my time and energy taking how can I put this? Okay, I know I can coach you. I can coach anybody in getting a text message. I can coach anybody in, manifesting specific people that it wasn't a deep love connection, but I would rather spend my time, energy on the things that are deeper and more purposeful. And I want to keep my time available for those that are in this like deep soul connection, because that to me, again, I'm Cupid. I want to, be part of that cooperative component, be the bridge in helping bringing people back together. So when I do the group trainings, the group sessions, the group one-on-ones, it's going to be around the deep soul connections, those kinds of specific person one-on-ones. And I'll definitely do some around money, some around, entrepreneurship, retail business, things like that. Okay, I love you guys so much. I'm going to call it a day. I will talk to you soon. Until the next time, be the king, the queen, the god, the goddess, the creator, the selector in your life, and only play with, engage with, pay attention to, allow thoughts, feelings, imaginal acts, and emotions that are worthy of you. If it's not worth your time, energy, or attention. Bye. Don't even give it any of your time, energy, attention. Okay? I love you.